am on the know. That's how we've collected 430,000. Those are people that don't care whichever way that's going to go. Mostly our advisors, our own king members, and a couple angels. Our subscription are people with conditionals and a little asterisk. For example, one super angel fund in Silicon Valley will invest 250,000 if we find a lead gaming VC that's willing to do that. So if that happens, that most likely results in a price round, but we have not received the term sheet that would dictate the price at this point.
Cool. All right, keep going.
Thank you.
All right, up next is David from Meta Arcade.
Thank you. Hi, I'm David Reed. I am the founder and CEO of Meta Arcade, where we are building a platform to allow anyone who can write a story, create and publish their own adventure game for mobile devices and computers without any technical or artistic skills required for free. There we go. After my first startup was acquired, I had the good fortune to work in AAA games, shipping hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue to community-anchored businesses like Xbox Live and MMOs like Rift and Online. Now, I'm selling a team of ninjas who have shipped dozens of games across every major platform to join me in pursuit of an opportunity that came up as I started to think about how to solve one of my own problems. Like many gamers, I've always wanted to make my own game. But making games is hard and technical, and it ends up being very expensive. Even the game creation software out there today tends to be more technical than most of us can handle. And I started to think about, well, what if it wasn't hard or technical? And I started with stories. I've got plenty of stories to tell, and most humans do. This is just a glimpse of the millions of stories that have been posted for free up on fanfiction.net. Now imagine if every one of those storytellers had access to a free, fun, and easy-to-use platform where they could transform their stories into tight, compelling mobile adventure games. A WordPress-style interface where you enter your text, browse some archives of art and audio to bring your narrative to life, and have a game engine under the hood that resolves mechanics for combat, progression, and other components. You could publish your adventure to digital marketplaces like the Apple App Store, Google Play, and Steam. And each time somebody purchased your adventure, you'd get a healthy revenue share in the same way that Steam Workshop operates today. This is the opportunity we are pursuing at Meta Arcade. Low-cost, high-margin, massively scalable games platform enabling anyone to create their own adventure game. Our vision is inspired by platforms like WordPress and Twitch that have enabled millions of consumers to become content creators and even earn a living using free, fun, easy, shareable, and lucrative content creation platforms. Many of these people have been able to liberate themselves from real jobs and make this their new living. The mobile market is ripe for a disruption of this scale. Games just like this, which are narrative-driven mechanics, low price points, and short session lengths, are driving millions of downloads and real revenues for their developers, despite the fact that for the most part, there's no real persistence for players to be encouraged to repeat play, and there's no platform for content creators to add to libraries. Over the summer, we built a prototype using one of my favorite games that I've played since I was a child, Tunnels and Trolls. It's a game that shipped in 1975. It's the second role-playing game that was ever published and the first to feature solitaire adventures. We digitally remastered Tunnels and Trolls and brought it to Gen Con and PAX. Thousands of gamers played the game and signed up for early access. We got dozens of press articles, and we came up with the Best in Show Award for Best Mobile MMO or RPG from MMORPG.com. Now, nostalgia IP like Tunnels and Trolls is a big business today, and there's a lot more where this came from. But it started to dawn on us that the platform could actually be a lot bigger than that. Every genre of literature is at play here: science fiction, comedy, horror, romance, westerns, historical fiction, war stories. Every genre, every intellectual property, every author has a community. And all of these communities have rabid fans who jump at the chance to be able to make and publish their own games. And each of these communities is easy to target using owned and earned media channels. We won't be competing in the red ocean of CPA prospecting. We will win one community at a time. And as we grow, we will bring the biggest brands in the world onto the platform with easy licensing deals. Every comic book, every film and television film, every best-selling author is a perfect fit for this platform. A low-cost, high-margin, scalable games platform. Today's consumer is a content creator, but no one has really unlocked this in the games business yet because of the technical complexity there. And as we started working on this, it really dawned on me that the opportunity here is no smaller than these great content creation platforms that have preceded us, with the connective tissue between what Meta Arcade is doing and what these companies have done is enabling millions of consumers to easily create content that they are passionate about and potentially make money in massive growing markets. Now, these people aren't going to be all broke and Stephen King or PewDiePie, but enough of them are going to make enough money, get enough internet celebrity, and maybe most importantly, enough acclaim from fellow creators in the community when they say, hey, look, I made this, that they're going to change their lives and be liberated from the real world marketplace and start doing this for a job. We have got a team of dedicated professionals who are ready to haul ass after this opportunity. All we need is capital. We're in the midst of raising a seed round now of $2 million, which will allow us to ship our first games in Q1, dozens more by the middle of the year. We'll also bring the content creation platform into access in Q1, and then open it to the public by the end of the second half. We will then work with communities, collaborators, celebrities, brands, and licensors to bring hundreds more of these games out on the platform by the end of the year. I'm very confident, but I can certainly say we'll be operational and profitable as we do so. We hope you'll join us in building the next great consumer content platform. Thank you.
So all the apps are paid then, is that correct?
That's the current thinking. I mean, what I'd like to think about is a rotational schedule of free content. I imagine that you download the game, you get something to start with for some basic content. There'll be a rotation. I've always admired how Riot did with League of Legends. You rotate champions in and out. We'll rotate content. But you know, the event you want to have something that you can replay on a regular basis, you'll ultimately purchase it in a premium, not expensive, but a premium purchase.
Have you guys thought about doing free to use freemium?
Well, yes, and you know, this is something that frankly we could use some advice from some veteran mobile investors on how to think about that, right? I think we are very confident in the team's capabilities for making the game, delivering the platform, connecting communities. The mobile business is not the place to do it.
I just one more. So a 99-cent purchase on iTunes for a paid app. How does the money break down?
Okay, so in general, think of it like this. There are adventures that we get through the licenses that we've got. So for example, with Tunnels and Trolls right now, we've got licensed to 30 plus adventures that we can remaster and shape. In those cases, it's a pretty standard business of 30% to the platform, 10% issued to the license, or the remaining comes to the company. In a world where the community is creating the adventure, our thinking is, of course, the platform is still going to get their 30%, the licensor is still going to get what they want. It'll be a 60-40 split. It's the current thought, again, very soft play right now. 60% in favor of the creator, which would break down, like 35-40% to the creator, which is healthy compared to what Steam Workshop gives you for TF2 and things like that. But that said, this is still very soft play and something we can talk about.
Have you guys have any thoughts on going beyond, like that kind of 2D look, or going deeper in terms of more immersive adventure game?
Oh, absolutely. And it is the kind of thing where, Meta Arcade right now is largely a company of 1.5, and a constellation of contractors and freelancers helping out. Those are things that we do plan to take on, but the focus right now, we really do see an opportunity in sort of what this genre is about. We see developers doing quite well in it, even though they aren't building platforms around us to enable the masses. But that's very much a possibility, and something we are keen to do.
I think interesting is that you're trying to build a platform, right? But basically like a marketplace. But the challenge is that you have to take care of both sides, demand and supply. Can you talk a little bit more about how you're trying to grow the marketplace and how to balance it?
Sure. So the best example to start with is the license we've got right now with Tunnels and Trolls, right? Where we've been able to go out and secure coverage with sites and influencers that have hundreds of thousands of Twitter and Facebook followers who have positively covered the business thus far and are ready for us to get back to them and say, hey, the platform's ready, come and make your adventure. Currently, we're planning to go to PAX South and download the content creator that's live on the show floor and invite all these influencers in to do it live there. And when people get a sense of how quick and easy it is to make one of these things, which it really, really is, then all of a sudden their communities will get fired up about it. It has a double viral mechanic of some sort. When I create something, I want to tell everybody else that I made it. When they take a look, they see what I made, they want to make something else. There's something in that we drives this. It really doesn't need to be, let's go pay $5, $10 an install. It is about working one community at a time. Things that people are very passionate about and waiting for
In terms of content creation, so it sounds like you guys actually funded that development, you signed the licensing. What is the breakdown of what do you call this first-party content relative to content that's created by the audience, and then how are you planning on transitioning the content that's available from this first-party content to what audiences?
Yeah, and I think I'm like this, Jim. It's always going to be a case of when something new comes onto the platform, we'll start with some real careful curation, right? Because one of the dangers of something like this is if 1,000 people create a bunch of crap and nobody can find quality stuff, right? That gets you into trouble that way. So start with that process of bringing it into the company and working with published authors in each of these places, each of these brands, each of those things. So we're already well on path with that with our prototype with controls, where we're working with the original creators of the game, bringing their adventures in. And then there are more adventures that their early community is ready to go with, and they're all waiting for us to tell them, yes, now we have a platform that you can do with the prototype. Every brand is like that, right? Again, obviously the bigger the brand gets, the harder that is to manage. But a lot of these brands start with the core community that you start with, let them publish the first things at the level of quality. And ultimately, as things really, really scale up, then you start thinking about crowdsourcing and potentially automating some of this stuff. That there's a plagiarism bot, a profanity bot that makes sure that nothing bad leaks through, right? But it begins with curation and very careful.
Awesome. Thank you very much. You guys got to pick the winner, or whatever you want to describe. Your favorite choice for the Venture Van. Cool. So after extensive deliberation, I guess we'll call him the winner, if you will, is Ocean. So we have a plaque here. So you guys are invited to speak at MGF in London, present your game as well as to the conference. Party is starting now. So the party is just one block away. So if you head out to the main entrance you came in,
thank you for waiting.
Directions.
Go wide, all the way.
Okay, yeah, straight up and then to the right of the venue. So we'll see everyone there right now.